Look, thank you very much for coming to chat to us. An amazing start to the season for the women's team. 7 games, still unbeaten on a fantastic run. What have you made to the start of the season?
It's been good. The past few weeks we've come up against some new challenges. We've obviously played higher opposition in the County Cup, the BBC Essex County Cup, which was a massive challenge for both myself as a head coach, but also the players. Managed to get the result out of that, which was really, really good. We didn't expect to get the victory, so that's an extra bonus. And then in the league, it's proven its challenges with teams lining up differently against us. This past weekend, very, very defensive. We found it very difficult to break them down, but still managed to get the victory. So it's pleasing that we're still finding the results, and hopefully over the next few weeks we can continue that run.
Well, let's talk about a little bit more about your cup run. First game of the season, of the cup season, 3-0 win, and talk us through your celebration for the first goal as well.
Well, I didn't celebrate so much as what some of our parents that are supporters on the side of the pitch, but a massive celebration from myself and the coaching staff. We kind of bided our time with it. It was 0-0 at half time. Allowed us to change some personnel, bring some players on that maybe would start in other games, but tactically we kind of held them back to try and make an impact in the second half, and absolutely they did.
And what are your aspirations for the cup this season? How far do you think you can go?
Well, County Cup is a tough one for us because of the level we are with the teams. We have the likes of #Billericay, who won it last year, that obviously play in a higher level. They play in the national women's. So realistically, the County Cup is, can we go as far as possible? The League Cup, which we've got coming up in November, again, higher opposition, but we want to see how far we can go in the League Cup. Within the County Cup, it's an extra bonus, to be honest, for the girls to challenge themselves against higher opposition every week.
And just going back to the league as well, last game, 3-0 win.
Yep.
As we mentioned, you've played 7 games this season so far. You scored 60 goals across those 7 seasons. I mean, that's an incredible achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm fortunate that we've got a good mixture of young and experienced, and I think the experienced players are really supporting the younger players. But saying that, 3 of our players have all scored over 10 goals, and they're all of our younger players, so can't take it away from them that they're really performing. Gives us a headache as coaching staff because week in, week out, we want to make sure everyone gets to play. Last week we rotated. Some of the players that hadn't started for recently, and on the bench as well. You know, we changed our goalkeeper at half time, making sure that everyone's getting minutes.
And lastly, let's just talk about the support for the women's team as well, which has been incredible over the season so far. Obviously, you had to move the venues as well to accommodate those supporters. What do you make of that support? Did you expect that much support?
Not so soon, to be honest. With fantastic opportunities that we were providing the team. Away from home this weekend, we were at Headingham's, and there was probably nearly 200 people there supporting both teams, but it's fantastic to see. At home, I think we're continuing to get more and more. Obviously, in November, we're going to be changing back to Shrub End due to refurbishments of the changing rooms at the Garrison. But we're there this weekend, and we're hoping to see again the numbers that we are seeing. You know, some of the supporters groups from the clubs are really supporting us as well, both on social media with, fantastic comments and sharing scores and things like that. So it's a massive help.
And obviously another league game coming up on Sunday against Stones FC. What's your expectations from the game?
Well, they were in the league above last season. So, they're in second. They have lost a couple of games. However, we can't take that for granted that they've lost a couple of games. We haven't come up against them before. I would imagine they'll be quite attacking. But we will hopefully, we'll get the result, but we need to go about it how we have professionally, setting up how we have and not taking anything for granted.